built vehicles.
Here at No Limit Race Development in Loomis, and I can tell you this is extremely cool. What a pleasure to be able to do this. Bill Burton Jr., you are the UTV World Champion. UTV stands for Utility Task Vehicle. These are incredible. So first of all, you're the champion. Tell me a little bit about this sport.
It's awesome. You know, we build and race these cars. We started racing them just to kind of prove the worth in our parts, and to be the world championship is awesome.
Now, you started with motocross?
Yep, started with motocross, got into rock crawling, saw a big market in the UTVs, and branched this way.
Now, when we talk about UTVs, okay, these go on these desert kind of all-terrain, crazy-looking road racing, like off-road racing. Tell us about what it's like to be in here.
The UTVs are awesome. You can really do anything with them. We chose the desert racing because that's what we like the most, but being in the car is to be able to have a car that you can go buy and just bolt the parts onto it and go races.
Now, we have video of you out in the desert. There is dust flying. You're going at speeds about over 100?
Yep, 100 miles an hour. Your co-driver's really important in the dust because you can barely see the hood of the car sometimes.
So you're flying in a field of how many cars?
Our next race is 300 cars.
Wow.
Yep.
Now, you said when you won the championship, you started where?
I started dead last and went all the way to the front.
And you won by how much?
24 seconds.
24 important seconds.
Yep, with a lot of dust in our way and a lot of cars.
To make that kind of headway in something like this, what has to be your strategy?
You got to definitely drive aggressive but smart. You know, we're racing open wheel cars, so you hit tires and you're going for a ride.
Yeah, I imagine the shocks in here it's kind of fun.
The shocks is our most important part, probably. We spend a lot of time shock testing.
Yeah, and this is the test vehicle.
Yep, this is our practice car, and then we have the race car, so we can put a lot of miles on this and not beat the race car up.
Now let's talk about intensity. So you're in this, there's got to be a lot of wear and tear on your body. You're in here for hours racing like that.
Yeah, you know, this next race we got coming up, we've done a lot of physical training also on our bodies, not just work on the cars.
How much weight do you lose per race?
I always like to keep my slim figure.
Yes, and I continue racing just if you knew how much you lose while you're racing. You have this neat device here. Show me what this does.
So this will actually plug into our helmets and pump fresh air into our helmets. We have a skirt that keeps all the dust out.
Because it's so intense.
Yep.
You said like even here you can't see in front of you.
Yeah, and we're passing a microfiber back and forth, and it's like a windshield wiper wiping our visors off because the dust is so bad.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Now this craze has actually hit the common person who wants to maybe mimic sort of what you do, and you actually fabricate as well.
Yeah, for sure. About 90% of our builds are still recreational use cars, not race cars.
Wow. And so if someone wanted to say, you just made this red one here, that's a 4-seater, correct?
Yep. That's a 4-seater with just a whole line of our production parts on it.
Now, I saw even in some of these manufacturers, they're coming out with turbo engines in these.
Yep. Pretty much they've all leaned towards the turbo now just because you can make so much more horsepower with a turbo. And
that's what counts, all those ponies, right?
Yep.
Get up and go. All right, so coming up in our next hour, we're going to actually start one of these for you, show you what they do. So much I wish there was a track outside because we could just go at it, but You get the idea. It's pretty confined little space, and I feel like I should be in that movie, Speed. I'm giving them an idea. They can come knock on your door.
Exactly.
Okay, coming up at the 9 o'clock hour, we'll show you a little more about this.
Oh, okay. That is so cool, Alisa. He was 300 cars in the race, and he passed everyone from last to first to win by 24 seconds. Phil Blurton.